Today's idiom is "that's the way the ball bounces." It means accepting things don't always go as planned, acknowledging life's unpredictable outcomes. From sports, reflecting unexpected ball plays, we use it to accept unforeseen circumstances with adaptability and resilience. Let's look at examples. Unexpected exam questions despite studying. Saying "that's the way the ball bounces" shows acceptance. Losing a contract despite best efforts. This idiom acknowledges the setback. It highlights adapting to life's unpredictable events, fostering resilience for moving forward.
Similar phrases, "Si est la vie," suggests resigned acceptance. "It is what it is" conveys accepting a situation without changing it. "That's the way the ball bounces" implies a more active, sporting acceptance of outcomes, encouraging moving forward rather than passive resignation.
In summary, "that's the way the ball bounces" means accepting life's unpredictable turns, like a game's unexpected plays. From sports, it teaches resilience. Use it when things don't go as planned, reminding yourself and others to adapt and keep moving forward. Embrace life's bounces. I'll see you next time with another great expression.
Today's idiom is "it's a no-brainer." This phrase describes a situation or decision that is so incredibly obvious or easy that it requires little to no intellectual effort. When something is a no-brainer, the answer or choice is immediately clear and straightforward. The origin of no-brainer emerged in informal American English during the 20th century. It combines "no" with "brainer," a term that refers to a task usually requiring significant mental exertion, thus implying absolute simplicity. Let's explore how we can use "it's a no-brainer" in everyday conversations. First, consider this scenario. Choosing to eat healthy foods instead of junk food for better health is a no-brainer. Here, the decision to prioritize healthier options is so incredibly obvious for one's well-being that it requires no complex deliberation. It's the most logical and straightforward choice. Now let's look at another example. With such a clear forecast, bringing an umbrella to the picnic was a no-brainer. In this case, the certainty of the weather prediction made the action of bringing an umbrella unmistakably necessary. Both examples vividly illustrate how a no-brainer effectively communicates the undeniable simplicity and obviousness of a choice or action, applicable across various clear-cut situations.
Now, let's explore some similar expressions. A sure thing implies something is certain to happen or succeed, like his victory was a sure thing. While related, "it's a no-brainer" emphasizes the ease of reaching a decision rather than the outcome's certainty. Another phrase is "easy decision," which is a literal and direct synonym, focusing purely on the simplicity of the choice itself. "It's a no-brainer" carries a slightly more colloquial and emphatic tone, suggesting the decision is so evident it barely registers as a choice at all, making it a powerful way to express obviousness.
To summarize, "it's a no-brainer" is a wonderfully expressive idiom used to convey that something is incredibly obvious, simple, or requires virtually no thought to decide. Originating from 20th century informal American English, it perfectly captures the absence of intellectual effort needed. Remember to use this phrase when you encounter a decision or a task where the best course of action is immediately and undeniably apparent. Incorporating "it's a no-brainer" into your vocabulary will greatly enhance your ability to describe straightforward situations concisely and powerfully. I'll see you next time with another great expression.
Today's idiom is "he was not pulling his weight." This phrase describes a situation where an individual is not contributing enough effort or work to a team or task, essentially failing to do their fair share. Imagine a group project where one person isn't doing their part, leaving more work for others. The idiom's origin points to the literal act of pulling heavy objects, like ropes on a ship or an oar in a boat. Everyone had to pull their weight to make progress. By the late 19th century, it became a common metaphor for contributing one's part in any collective effort. It's a very descriptive way to talk about team dynamics. Let's look at how we can use this idiom in everyday conversation. For example 1, the team lost because John was not pulling his weight during the final sprint. Here, John's lack of effort directly contributed to the team's failure, showing he wasn't doing his part. Moving to example 2, if Sarah doesn't start pulling her weight on this assignment, we'll miss the deadline. This illustrates a warning or a consequence. Sarah's insufficient contribution puts the entire project at risk. Notice how in both cases, the idiom highlights an individual's failure to contribute adequately to a shared goal, impacting the entire group's success. It's a versatile phrase for describing someone's lack of participation.
While "he was not pulling his weight" clearly means not contributing enough, let's explore similar expressions. Not doing one's share is a very direct and literal alternative, emphasizing the division of labor. It's often used in more casual or straightforward contexts. On the other hand, shirking one's responsibilities implies a deliberate avoidance of duties, carrying a stronger tone of blame or negligence. While pulling one's weight focuses on the effort of contribution, shirking emphasizes the avoidance of a duty. You might prefer not doing one's share for a simple observation, and shirking one's responsibilities when someone is actively avoiding their tasks.
In summary, he was not pulling his weight describes someone who isn't contributing their fair share of effort to a task or group. Originating from literal physical labor, it effectively conveys a lack of participation. Remember, this idiom is about team effort and individual contribution. So the next time you see someone who isn't contributing as much as others in a group setting, you now have the perfect idiom to describe the situation. It's a common and impactful phrase that highlights the importance of everyone doing their part for collective success. Keep practicing these idioms to enrich your English. I'll see you next time with another great expression.
Today's idiom is I don't buy it. This phrase means you do not believe what someone is saying or find their explanation unconvincing, expressing skepticism. Its origin stems from the metaphorical use of buy for accepting as true. Just as you wouldn't purchase a faulty item, you wouldn't buy a questionable story. Let's see it in action. First, he said he was stuck in traffic, but I don't buy it. He's always late. Here, the speaker disbelieves the excuse. Second, the politician claimed the new policy would fix everything, but many citizens just don't buy it. This shows public skepticism. Both illustrate rejecting a statement due to lack of conviction.
For similar skepticism, try I'm not convinced, a more formal way for arguments. Or, that sounds fishy, implies suspicion of dishonesty. I don't buy it is direct and informal. I am not convinced is polite. That sounds fishy, hints at deception, offering distinct nuances depending on the situation.
To sum up, I don't buy it concisely expresses disbelief or skepticism. It means you're not accepting an idea because it's unconvincing. Use it when a story or explanation doesn't add up. This common phrase helps convey your doubts naturally in English. Next time something seems questionable, you know what to say. I'll see you next time with another great expression.
Today's idiom is he was absent-minded. It means being so lost in thought, unaware of surroundings. Originating in 17th century English, combining absent and minded, its etymology depicts a mind simply elsewhere. This vividly captures mental preoccupation, often leading to forgetfulness. First, he was so absent-minded he left his keys in the refrigerator shows oversight from deep thought. Second, during the meeting, John was absent-minded, staring blankly out the window illustrates mental detachment. Both convey a mind elsewhere, leading to unawareness in immediate surroundings.
Similar phrases are daydreaming and preoccupied. Daydreaming implies pleasant thoughts. Preoccupied is specific focus. Absent-minded describes general unawareness, mind elsewhere. It causes forgetfulness or inattention. Highlights the effect of not being mentally present for true detachment.
In summary, he was absent-minded describes someone engrossed in thoughts, oblivious to surroundings. Rooted in 17th century English, it captures a mind not present. Next time you see someone staring into space or forgetting things, use this idiom. It precisely describes their mentally detached state. I'll see you next time with another great expression.
Today's idiom is I got all dolled up. This expression means to dress very elaborately or elegantly, typically for a special event. Its origin traces back to the late 19th and early 20th centuries, drawing a parallel between a person dressed in fine attire and a meticulously adorned doll. It implies putting significant effort into one's appearance. Let's see this idiom in action. First, for the gala, I got all dolled up in my best evening gown and sparkling jewelry. Here, it vividly describes dressing glamorously for a formal event. Our second example is, she got all dolled up for her job interview, hoping to make a strong first impression. This shows it can also mean dressing smartly to make a positive impact, not just for festivities. Both illustrate preparing one's appearance with care.
While I got all dolled up implies a refined, often feminine, and well-groomed appearance, dressed to the nines is a broader term for dressing elaborately, applicable to anyone. Gussied up suggests a more casual, sometimes showy effort. Use dolled up for a carefully prepared, elegant look, especially for women.
In summary, I got all dolled up means dressing elegantly and meticulously, often for a special occasion. Stemming from the image of a well-dressed doll, It conveys significant effort in one's appearance. Remember this idiom when preparing for an event where you want to look your absolute best. It's a charming way to express feeling glamorous. I'll see you next time with another great expression.
Today's idiom is put your feet up. This delightful phrase means to relax and take a comfortable rest, often by sitting or lying down in a relaxed position. Its origin is wonderfully straightforward. It comes from the literal act of elevating your feet, a posture universally associated with comfort and relaxation after a period of activity or work. Historically, as domestic comfort became more valued, this simple action became synonymous with taking a well-deserved break. So, when someone tells you to put your feet up, they're encouraging you to unwind completely. Let's look at how we can use put your feet up in everyday conversation. Our first example is, after a long week, I just want to put my feet up and read a book. Here, the speaker expresses a strong desire for complete relaxation following a demanding work week. It perfectly captures that feeling of wanting to unwind and engage in a peaceful activity like reading. Now for our second example, the doctor told him to go home and put his feet up for a few days to recover. In this scenario, the idiom is used in a more prescriptive way. The doctor isn't just suggesting a casual rest, but prescribing it as part of a recovery plan. Both examples illustrate how put your feet up conveys the idea of genuine, comfortable rest, whether for leisure or recuperation.
While put your feet up specifically suggests comfortable, physical rest, other expressions share similar meanings. For instance, take it easy is a broader phrase meaning to relax or avoid stress, applicable mentally or physically. Kick back, a more informal option, implies a very laid-back attitude without much effort. You might kick back on a couch, but put your feet up emphasizes settling into a truly comfortable, restful position. Use it when the comfort of physical relaxation is key.
To wrap things up, put your feet up is an inviting idiom meaning to relax and take a comfortable rest. Its origin is delightfully simple, stemming from the literal act of elevating one's feet for ease, symbolizing a break from activity. Remember, this phrase isn't just about sitting, it's about embracing a moment of peace and comfort. So whether you've had a long day or just need a moment to decompress, don't hesitate to put your feet up and enjoy some well-deserved downtime. It's a wonderful way to say, it's time to relax completely. I'll see you next time with another great expression.
Today's idiom is easy does it. This simple yet powerful phrase is used when you want to advise someone to be careful, gentle, or to proceed slowly with a task. It emphasizes that taking your time and being deliberate will lead to better results and prevent mistakes. Its origin is quite straightforward, emerging from general English usage in the late 19th century as practical advice. It underscores the wisdom of gentle action, reflecting a common-sense approach to handling delicate situations or learning new skills. Let's look at how we use easy does it in everyday conversations. Our first example is, easy does it with that heavy box. Don't strain your back. Here, the idiom is a direct warning to be physically careful and gentle with a heavy object to avoid injury. It's practical advice for a physical task. For our second example, when you're adding the final touches to the painting, easy does it with the brush strokes. In this context, easy does it means to apply the paint lightly and carefully, emphasizing precision and a delicate touch. Both examples highlight the core meaning of proceeding with caution, whether it's to prevent physical harm or to ensure the quality of a creative endeavor.
When we need to tell someone to be careful, easy does it is often interchangeable with other phrases, but there are subtle differences. Gently is very similar, often used when handling delicate items or when a very light touch is required. It's almost a direct synonym in many situations. Proceed with caution is more formal and general, often used in instructions or warnings about potential dangers rather than just encouraging a gentle approach. You might see proceed with caution on a sign, while easy does it is more of an interpersonal, conversational prompt for gentle action or slowness.
To wrap up, easy does it is a fantastic idiom for reminding ourselves and others to approach tasks with care, gentleness, and a deliberate pace. It's a timeless piece of advice, stemming from common wisdom, encouraging us to avoid haste and potential mistakes. So, the next time you're handling something fragile, navigating a tricky situation, or just need to remind someone to take their time, remember to say, easy does it. It's a simple phrase that can make a big difference in the outcome. I'll see you next time with another great expression.
Today's idiom is I had a falling out with him. This means you experienced a serious disagreement or argument with someone, resulting in a strained or broken relationship. The phrase originated in the 16th century, evolving from the literal act of falling out to metaphorically describe a quarrel. It succinctly conveys the sense of a relationship fracturing due to conflict. Let's look at examples. Emily had a falling out with her business partner after their big disagreement. This shows a professional relationship fractured by conflict. Similarly, I had a falling out with my best friend over a misunderstanding. This highlights a personal bond breaking down. Both show the idiom emphasizes the estrangement following a significant argument.
Similar expressions include, they had a dispute or their relationship soured. Had a dispute focuses on the argument. Had a falling out emphasizes the resulting strained relationship. While soured implies gradual decline, falling out suggests a more distinct, impactful event causing estrangement. Use falling out for a specific, significant break.
To summarize, I had a falling out with him describes a major disagreement leading to a strained or broken relationship. Rooted in falling out, it's a powerful way to express estrangement. It conveys more than just an argument, implying a lasting rift. Use this idiom when a serious quarrel has significantly damaged a relationship. I'll see you next time with another great expression.
Today's idiom is, it's not rocket science. This phrase simply means that something is not difficult to understand or do. We often use it when someone is overcomplicating a simple task or struggling with something that should be straightforward. The origin of this idiom dates back to the mid-20th century, particularly within American popular culture. It emerged from contrasting everyday tasks with the highly complex field of aerospace engineering, which was at the forefront of innovation after World War II. Its use quickly spread through media, becoming a common way to say, "This is easy." Let's see how we use this idiom in everyday conversation. For our first example, don't worry about assembling the new furniture. It's not rocket science, just follow the instructions. Here, the speaker is reassuring someone that putting furniture together isn't as complicated as they might think, implying it's a simple, step-by-step process. Our second example is, learning to cook a basic omelet is not rocket science. Anyone can do it with a little practice. In this case, the idiom highlights that mastering a simple cooking skill doesn't require exceptional intelligence or special talent, just some basic effort. Both examples demonstrate how it's not rocket science is used to downplay the perceived difficulty of a task, making it sound more approachable and manageable for everyone involved.
Now let's explore some similar expressions. A very common alternative is, it's not brain surgery. This idiom carries nearly the exact same meaning, emphasizing that a task isn't life-threateningly complex or difficult, much like the original. Another phrase you might hear is, it's not exactly quantum physics. This one also compares a simple task to a highly intricate scientific field. While all three convey the idea of simplicity, rocket science and quantum physics often imply intellectual difficulty, whereas brain surgery can also suggest a task isn't critically sensitive or dangerous. Use them interchangeably depending on your preference and context.
To recap, it's not rocket science is a fantastic idiom to convey that something is straightforward and easy to understand or accomplish. It likens a simple task to anything but the incredibly complex field of aerospace engineering, which gained prominence in the mid-20th century. Next time you encounter a situation where someone is making a mountain out of a molehill, or you want to encourage someone that a task is manageable, remember this useful phrase. It's a clear, engaging way to simplify things and lighten the mood. Keep practicing your English idioms. I'll see you next time with another great expression.